Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining. I'll be covering some news items for today, this Friday, August the 19th. Try to keep it short today. There's a lot going on, but just wanted to cover a lot of the topics. But first, just wanted to show you my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Like, share, and comment if you want to express your opinions on the channel and the video. And you can find me on Twitter as well at Brian_Barsoon and on Rumble at BB_news. Let's dive right into the news here. So first, I just wanted to cover the whole thing with Finland Prime Minister Sanna Marin. If you haven't been following, there's been a lot of videos been leaking. She's 36-year-old prime minister. It's been seen of her dancing in nightclubs, and almost to this point, it seems like a dereliction of her duties, in my opinion. But, you know, teach her own. She's able to party and dance and do what she wants, as long as it's within legal reasons. But there's been other issues that have come out. They've accused her of being on drugs, and there's actually a report that just came out from Reuters saying that she did take a drug test after the videos were surfaced. And there's also some other videos that have popped up more recently. One was with a rock star singer. I don't know the guy's name. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. That is seen in some interesting interactions with her, you know, holding her and, you know, whispering sweet nothings into her ear. And by the way, she's been married for about 18 years to a former football player, soccer player if you're in America. Sorry, everyone else. So here's some of the pictures. They blurred out the gentleman's face here. But so you can see here, there's just some interesting ones here, especially with the hand going there. And then there's some other ones as well. I don't know if this is taken from the same night that she was there. From the previous one, looks like she's wearing the exact same clothes, so this could have been from later in that night. I think they said she was partying until around 4 a.m. God bless her if you got the energy for that. And then there was some accusations of the drug use, like I mentioned, with the term flower gang, which I guess is slang for a drug that you go skiing with, if you know what I mean, that is up here. And so there's a lot of speculation as to what she was doing there. And so just been a lot of hot water now because of that. Moving on to some other news, with all the Uvalde shooting, they're holding a vote on firing the school district police officer, Pete Arredondo, after everything happened with the school shooting back in July. They placed him on administrative leave, and then he conveniently became a city councilman a couple days later after that, which that's interesting. And so now they're going to be holding a vote on to whether or not to remove him. Uvalde School Board has called a special session to consider whether Uvalde School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo should be fired following the delayed response. I won't get into all the details of the Uvalde shooting. I'm sure you've seen reports on that, and I have my own opinions on that I really can't express on this channel. But if you guys are interested, I might make a separate video on that on my Rumble platform or somewhere else. If you guys are interested in that, like and comment down below, and I'll go ahead and set that one up for you guys. So moving on, we have the sun is really pissed at us. There's a big solar flare that's been sent out from the sun. Solar radiation, and it's already been pretty much made it to its way to Earth already, I believe. It was Wednesday, and yesterday is when we would have seen most of those coronal ejections. It had something to do with the sun's or the Earth's magnetic field that it was affecting. So it primarily wasn't going to affect us on the ground here, so to speak, but satellites and airplanes were the main things that people would have had to worry about. So far, I haven't really seen any reporting of any major events like that. I'll keep you guys posted if I do see anything regarding that. And then moving on, more local news. There was 2 Myrtle Beach swimmers who were bitten by sharks on the same day. So there were 2 similar attacks down at the South Carolina's most popular beach. I actually know this area from going to college in this area, so I've actually swimmed in these waters, so it's kind of hits home a little bit that, you know, that there was 2 shark attacks there. Looks like one suffered a serious injury to the forearm, and second more glancing bite to the leg. It's very uncommon for sharks to be in that area. I don't know what type of shark it was, but they happened about a half mile apart, and police said there was no way to know if they were related. Karen Sites of Pittsburgh needed hundreds of stitches, so that's just her quote. I felt something, I guess, bite me, and then there was a shark on my arm. So they've just commenting they are extremely rare. A couple dozen happen every year, but it's just something to note. It's very serious. Hopefully that's not a trend to continue. Then moving on, this is from Fox News. There has been a lot of food shortages around the world. If you're not familiar with Ukraine and Russia, with all that, there's a lot of wheat that comes out of that they call it the breadbasket region. So President Biden and other forecasters have already called for food shortages that are going to happen later this year. So if you're not stocked up already, I advise to do so, whether it be emergency food or just stocking up on canned goods and things like that. I would highly recommend that with everything going on, because we are going to start to begin the effects of that when the harvest comes in, in September, October. We're already hearing from farmers shortages in meat and bread, and I'm sure you guys have felt it in the supermarkets as well with the increased prices and some shortages in inventory restrictions. But just covering the story, yet another shortage in the USA. Farmer shares alarm about tomatoes, rising price of ketchup, salsa. So these are California tomato farmers. So let's just take a look here. Mitchell Yerxa, a farmer with River Vista Farms in Colusa, California, spoke to Fox and Friends on Friday morning about the challenges right now producing enough tomatoes to meet consumers' needs. It's going to be a tough year, he said. So when you hear farmers reporting on this, I would definitely perk up your ears and take heed or take notice, because they're the ones that are making the food that we eat. Obviously, it goes into the supermarkets and gets delivered there, but this is the first point of where the food comes from. So if they're already saying it's going to be a shortage, you should be keeping that in mind, so you guys are prepared moving forward. I'm not saying wherever you lean on the political spectrum, it's not about that. It's just about living, surviving. We all have to eat. We all have to drink water. So I think it's vitally important that we focus on all those things. So that's just some of the news items for today. I know it's Friday. You guys are probably going to be out and about, but just wanted to get this out there for you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed the content. And again, you can find me on Twitter at Brian_Barsoon and on Rumble at BB_News. Take care. Have a great weekend, guys.